Who's that? Who's there?
No way, no way.
He's behind you.
Quick, 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 quick.
I'm a paranormal investigator. I just want to communicate with you. Tell us who you are.
Why are you haunting these people?
Where did that come from?
That was over there.
Oh, yeah? I feel like we're going crazy.
This is so unreal.
Hello and welcome. This is
Sean
Bex and
Sean.
Sean, and this
And that is Marcus
is
Bentley from Big
Ghost
Brother, which is coming out next year.
Dimension.
Bloody brilliant. Hello to you all tonight, or should I say, to Cat Francis Williamson, to Smelly Melly, to Cindy Pinky, and Pants in Chicago. How are all of you doing? And you, hello to you too. Lovely to see you. And it might be a lag a bit tonight because I'm uploading files as we speak to the television networks for Ghost Dimension Series 5. It's gonna be proper bore. Let me tell you that. Proper bore selector. So anyway, I hope you all are well. I've come on tonight to be paranormal and do some cards with you because I haven't done them for a few weeks. We've been away on holiday answer. So I thought I would come on, see my family and see what you fancy. You know what I'm saying? Because I love you all, man. Absolutely love you all. There's quite a few people on Facebook as well. Maybe. Hello, Nick Hawkins. Hello to you as well over on Facebook. I'm hoping that this live stuff isn't dying off. If it is, I shall leave and do something else because it is dying off, isn't it? Hey, it's dying off. So maybe it's no good anymore. But as long as you guys are here, that's the main thing. So, welcome, family. Hello, Lizzie Collins. So, I hope you all had a fantastic day, fantastic evening, and a fantastic night. And I hope, Cat's having some jelly babies. Ooh, I bloody love jelly babies, Cat. Bloody love them. Thank you, Cindy, for your support. Really means a lot, that. Keeps the channel going and keeps us flowing. Because if we didn't do it, we'd have no bloody chance of doing anything. Hey, don't forget as well, by the way, to anybody that hasn't found out, we have got an event on the 15th of October. I'll just join us at Hat Green. So it's join us at Hat Green Secret Nuclear Bunker. Book a ticket today on ghostdimensionshop.com. We have posted on our Facebook and there's loads of interest. So I'm hoping it's going to be bloody brilliant. Well, thank you very, very much. And it's lovely to be bonkers, because if we weren't bonkers, we'd be bloody mental. And hello to you as well, Steph. Lovely to see you. Nice. And James Arshworth's in as well. Lovely to see you, James. And Nathaniel Eccles, of course. Lovely to see you too. Now, I'm just going to explain that it may be a tiny bit laggy. Hi, Smithy's in as well. Hello, Smithy. It may be a bit laggy because I'm uploading files as we speak to the television networks. It's nearly finished, but I uploaded them to one network and I was hoping it would all be done by the time it got to the next one. Hello, Kate Itch Mahoney. And Mel has ordered her heck green jumper. Well, I tell you what, Mel, you're going to look fantastic in it. And the event is going to be a bloody good one, because you guys will be there as well, and I can't wait to see you all. All right. Well, the first person in tonight that would like a reading is you, but I was going to give you a card, but I'm thinking that something else there, because I got something that came straight into my head for you, Kay, and it was the feeling of being unbound, so losing like your ropes, like your arms were tied to the ground, and you've recently been able to undo these ropes one by one, and you're starting to become a different person. You're becoming more free, and that was just coming straight into my mind. Then you were becoming unbound, if you like, and you were becoming a new person, and you were feeling good about it as well. And then the feeling of happiness is overwhelming at the minute, and that's the feeling that I'm getting, that was coming towards me then. So I'm hoping that resonates and makes sense to you. But I feel like you're being released, and you're letting go of these shackles, and you're just chucking them away, and you're going forward. So I hope that makes sense to you. All right. So lovely to see so many people coming on as well. And to you, Smithy, would like a card? Of course, you can have a card. You can have a card for you, Smithy. I'd give the cards a shuffle, actually. Okay. Now, this is weird, isn't it? I'm just talking to Kate about that, which is very similar. This is a transformation card. Okay. So this card is quite powerful as well. So for me, this is what's coming in now is like a spiritual your inner self is healing. So there's a transformation. It's going on from within for you. And you can feel it on a molecular or cellular level, should I say. And this feeling is that you're also becoming, it feels like confidence. And there's an old gentleman that's just walked in with a walking stick, and he shouted, "Confidence!" So he shouted that. Confidence! And a funny voice as well. And he's shouting, confidence. So there's something coming out of you now, and it's starting to become more confident. And that's the feeling that I'm getting for you coming through at the minute, Smithy. And also, let me just see if I can make that a bit clearer, what was coming through. And have you been planning to go to a restaurant as well? Because somebody's given me the saying about a restaurant. It's not the old man that's saying it. But is there something to do with a restaurant that you're going to be going to? I think it's some sort of celebration. So that makes sense. Yo on wheels. Hello to you. I hope you're well. Can you get a cat? Can you, Burger? I got the feeling you're in a wheelchair, because I know it. All right. I have literally just pulled out the same card for you, the transformation card. Right. That's one I have to do. There's a lot of cards in here, very, very thick. Okay, and I've just pulled out the transformation cards for you. There is a transformation about to start. Okay, I'm getting the feeling this is for you, and it's starting. And let me just tune into this a little bit more. Let me just grab something here, because I feel like I need something. So this is something that's going on, and it's quite deep. Now I'm tuning into this. This is a crystal. Sometimes I use pieces of crystal to tune into. I know the signal may be showing weak, but it literally is purely because the television networks are going up. I'm getting a feeling of this transformation with you, and it's about your mind as well. It's about your mind. Okay, there's a transformation going on in your mind. Okay. Now, this transformation is a gradual transformation, and you're exploring new avenues, I'm being told. He's exploring new avenues for you. So this transformation I'm getting for you is a transformation of exploring new avenues. So I hope that makes sense for you, Yo-Yo, and I think that it'll be a good exploration. And I feel like it's not just a set path. This is going to be diverse enough. You're going to go down one path, and then you're going to change. It's like, what do they call it? Like the vines on something, where you're constantly changing from one to the other. I hope that makes sense for you, Yo-Yo. Leanne is over there on Facebook. Now, if you are on Facebook and you're thinking, who is he talking to? Well, I'm talking to all of our family over here on YouTube, because they're bloody awesome. Okay, so get yourself over, subscribe, and hit that like button. And if you want a super sticker, you can do. You'll not only be feeding dogs, because we're supporting the dogs at the minute, you'll also be supporting the channel, helping it grow. And without your support, none of this could ever happen. You would like a reading. Okay, now there's something that's just flew into me here, and it was about animals, and there's an animal connection that I've got coming to you. And I'm feeling like the doggy style animal connection, cats, dogs, animals, okay? And so there's something that's come or happened recently. Somebody, or in fact, it might actually be yourself. Have you been thinking about getting a new pet? Okay, just somebody's just shouted because there's a lady in spirit, and she was quite bossy, and she's saying she's been doing things. Oh no, she hasn't. She's been doing things around the house. She's been trying to change things. She's always at it, always trying to put this, that, and the other, moving things around, always wanting to make different things. And this lady's just come into spirit now. She's just telling me now. She's always fiddling. Oh, are you a fiddler? Do you know what I mean? Are you always trying to move stuff around? Because this lady's saying that she's fiddling. And you tell her, she'll know who I am. And who are you then? She's not. Well, you tell her, she'll just know who I am. So she's a bossy sod. Okay? And that's what I'm getting for you. Okay? I'm going to leave that one there, and I hope that makes sense to you. I'm going to, listen, I know I might miss some of the cards, but what I'm going to do, I'm just going to have a read down the list and say hello to everybody. And I'll have a look. So Steve Rush has just tuned in. Rashid has just tuned in. Yes, you are. It's a wedding anniversary in a few weeks, and husband's taking off from it. Oh, that makes sense. I'm glad about that. I went on a kids ride, and that's my new challenge at Fate. Oh, this is brilliant. I'm glad about that. Pads wants a beer as well. Bloody hell. So does Pinky, by the looks of it. Let's have a look up here. Right. Paranormal says, you're not psychic, Sean, you're just very intelligent. Well, I wish that was the case, but I wish I was more intelligent than I am. Right. Let's have a look up this list. I'm just going to have a quick drink. Where was I? Nathan Eccles. Nathan Eccles. He wants a card. Of course I'll give you a card, okay? I'm going to give him a good shuffle because we had two that were coming out the same before. Okay. Here we go. We'll take the top one. Keepers of the Earth. That's a nice card. But we're not really... Where are we? We've not really had this card out before, have we? Now, for me, Nathan, I think you already know, and I believe that you've already... Oh, okay. See, so I know that you were on a ghost hunt at the weekend. Oh, wait, I don't know, actually. Were you at the ghost hunt? Because this person here is a spirit guide that's joining me now, okay? And they've actually been making themselves known to you more recently as well. And they've been letting themselves... Well, I think you've been becoming more and more open. And so you have been noticing... that you're picking up on things that people are doing around you before it's happened. And also this person in spirit, this person is not a person, it's a spirit guide, should I say, has been letting themselves know, letting themselves be known to you. And when I say that, I'm feeling that you would have seen things in your home where you live now, and you've been misplacing items and they've just been mysteriously turning up. And I think, all right, and you're like, where's that gone? And it's just been appearing for you. And that is your spirit guide. It's not somebody in spirit, it's a spirit guide that's letting you know they're around, because you're becoming more aware as you're older of the psychicness that's inside of you. Hope that makes sense. Hey, James, how are you doing, buddy? You would like a reading as well. Well, I will do in a sec. I'm just going to pop down this list. Just have a quick read of these. Let's have a look. Have you got anything good in that cup? I have. I've got coffee. Ooh. It is bloody lovely. I tell you what I do love. Hey, Pamela. I tell you what I do love. I do love a good coffee, because you can't beat it. Now, I don't know about you, but I find it more better when somebody else makes my coffee for me. For me, always a bit crap, isn't it? But when somebody else makes it, I feel it's different. Okay, let's give this a shuffle. Let's give you a card, James Peamsy. Here we go. I'm going to give them a real good shuffle for you, James. You've been having a time. Here we go. The Leap card. So this is the card that you've got, James. Where are we? The Leap card, okay? This, for you, will relate to your life at the minute because your life has been going round and round in circles at the minute. You've been getting not only worried, but stressed, okay? So you've been really stressing over a couple of, not one issue, but I think it's like several issues you've been stressing over. Now, what I'm being told for you, James, is that there's still lots of stress to come, okay? But the same, when it becomes to the point you're going to realise you just need to leap forward, and some of the stuff you're worrying about isn't worth the time of the day, and you just got to leave it behind. Because life's not about worrying. This is not spiritual, this is normal. You know, we can stress about many things, but you need to leave some of them behind, because if we don't leave them behind, your mind's just constantly going to be racing and racing and racing. It's going to just drive you insane. So they're saying leave some of it behind, stop stressing and overthinking. Oh, overthinking situations as well. You've been overthinking. So that's what I'm getting for you. But the good news is it is a phase and it will come out, okay? So thank you, James. I shall go down and listen, just have a read some of the comments and see what I've got before we go up here. Anybody else like coffee? Let's have a look at your coffee comments. Coffee with whiskey. Do you know, I very rarely drink. I very rarely drink, unfortunately. I used to like a good drink, but thanks, James. It's all going to be all right, you know, so don't worry. I used to like a nice drink here and there, but when you've not, I don't really, because I don't have many. I feel sometimes that I don't need to have one, and if I have a drink, I like to get really drunk. So I try not to have a drink unless it's a party or something like that, because I love having a good drink, but I don't want to. And Margaret's in as well. Hello, Margaret. And I've really got ear cups, so I do apologise. Now, if I do miss anybody, don't worry. The Bears on tomorrow, and also Lee is on Wednesday. I am lost where I am. Right, where was I? I have literally lost where I am, so I'm going to go down this list. I'm sure I saw Pinky say one. There it is. There it is. Can I have a card? Of course can, Pinky Poo Pie. But there's also recently coming into me right now an illness. Have you just been ill or recovering from an illness? Because somebody's been pushing an illness out to you. They're pushing you and trying to give you these medications. Okay, so there's an illness I feel around you. Okay, but it's nothing serious. It's something that's just coming in, and it's just coming in, and it's going. But somebody's been looking after you. That's the main thing. Oops, just dropped the card, so I'm going to reshuffle. Okay. Well, I don't think I need to, actually, because the card that came up was Deep Replenishment. Okay, so for you, this is replenishment, which is very, very strange. Okay, because this card basically means like relax, put your feet up, take some Cindy time if you'd like to. Yeah, relax, and I get some R&R. Yeah, so you need to put your feet up, not do as much for a couple of weeks. Okay, but you'll be back to yourself in no time, the same, because you've been feeling a bit ill, a bit worn out, and that's what I'm feeling. So take a bit of R&R, relax, and I can't get the words out tonight. Relax anyway. Put your feet up and relax. I hope that makes sense for me, Pinky Poo Pie. Cat Francis Williamson, hello to you. I shall come back to you in a moment. Let me have a look if anybody's joined. Let's have a look. I have that pads in the cupboard. Let's have a read of these. Social drinking, not solitary. Yep, that's me too. Where are we? Let's have a look. Did you have a paranormal hangover on Sunday, did you, Mel? Oh, it's not good, is it, that, when you have a paranormal hangover? It doesn't never feels good. It actually feels like you've been drinking, doesn't it? It does indeed. I hate the worst types of hangover. And I think for you, Mel, it's because you were concentrating from whenever the ghost hunt started with Lee, right into, what was it, 1 o'clock you finished? And not only that, because you were buzzing and the adrenaline was high, you also would have been buzzing later. And so when you got in the car and you were doing stuff, you would have also been super excited. Okay, right, who was after? There we go. Catherine Williamson would like a card. Of course you can have a card, Cat. Trust your path has come out. So trust your path. Can you see? Trust your path, okay? Now, this is weird, okay? Because you're already on a spiritual path, and sometimes I know that you already are aware that things keep changing and dotting and darting everywhere. But there's sometimes decisions that you're making, and you think, oh, bloody hell, I've made the wrong decision there. And that's because this path that you're walking is the correct path, and you just got to trust it more. But to read some stuff in there, somebody's just coming through to me, Kat. I'm just trying to see who it was, because it felt like a lady, and she was a smoker. She was a smoker, but she didn't die of smoking. And it's somebody around you, Kat, and she's actually been around you a lot recently, and she's given me the smell of. I'm sure this lady liked to, garden. She would remind me actually of my grandma. And my grandma used to do the same thing, and she'd be always fiddling around in the garden, doing stuff. And this lady's come close to you recently because she said she needs the support. She needs the support. And what this means is when they do this, Kat, is because they're trying to give you a spiritual energy lift and give you a boost of energy into the, from the spirit world and into you. So what's going on around you at the minute is two different things. They're saying, trust your path, yeah. That's your card, okay? So just go with your gut instinct on it. But also know that there's people around you in spirit that are willing to help you as well. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to do this next card here, okay? And then I'm going to go to the bottom of the list, because I am now 15 minutes behind on the comments. So I'll have a quick look down here as well. Where are we? Let's have a look down the list. Hey, Maria's in as well. Bloody brilliant. Your gran used to smoke, so that could be the connection there. I'm not going to say it was your gran because she didn't give the strong enough presence, but it reminded me of my gran, which is what I said. And she smoked and fiddled about a lot. Right, let's have a look. Right, here we go. Steph, I should give you a card. Right, here we go. Oh, I dropped that one as well. The ever unfolding rose. Okay. We normally say this like onion layers, where you peel one back and there's another layer there. And I think that you can be quite a complex person. So you can be a complex person, and there's something coming in here right now about relationships, and it gets very complicated. Oh, and it really winds you up sometimes, and it's getting in your teeth when you're saying to people, I'm so pissed off about this thing that's going on, and it's relationships. And this is, well, it's as well. I know the card is ever unfolding rose, but this is about relationships. So you're peeling back these layers, and it's to do with relationships. So there's something at this moment in time for you, and it's driving you insane. But the good news is that when you peel back so many layers, you're going to get to the warmer parts, and it gets better. So there's something for you here, and it's going on actually at this moment in time, and it's been bugging you for a while, and it's to do with relationships. And I wouldn't worry too much about it, because it's quite comical from the outside. But if relationships are driving you insane at this moment in time, so I don't know if you're in a relationship, right? But it's relationship related, okay? So that makes sense for you. Thank you, Smitty, for your super support. Put you on the board and on the wheel for Friday. So thank you very, very much. What's this about, James? On 25th of the month, he's having a number of different... Or we send James our love. We do indeed, and we hope he's okay. Right, I'm just going to go up a bit. I might actually just go from the bottom and work my way up a bit. You know what I'm like on these readings? I tell you what, there's nobody on tonight, is he? You'll be on for Craven. Not for the Shawnee boy, but for the Craven. Unbelievable. I'm going over to the States next year if you're going to be hard. You know what? It'd be lovely, yeah, if you to visit some of the family, Ghost family, because it'd be amazing, Pinky. Absolutely amazing. Right, let's have a look down our list. Let's have a look. I am going to give a card to our crazy Margaret. She's right there. And you know what I'm like, I read back to front. Hey, guess who's in? Claire Pope's in as well. Hello, Clara Pope. I love it to see you. Nice. And thank you as well to Pamela for your super sticker as well. If I could shake your hands to everybody that came in, I'll give you a kiss. I would. But I can only do a virtual hug. Right. There we go. You'd love to meet me. I know you'd love to meet me, Pat Chicago. You would want to meet me. It's all about me, apparently. Right. Let's have a look. No, it's just a joke. Right, here we go. Let's just give it a little shuffle. Just comments people making. You know, everybody, we take things to heart, don't we? And sometimes, like, me and Bex are in the public eye, and people say things and it sticks to you. Like, when I had my teeth done years ago, it wasn't because I wanted my teeth done, it was because people were saying things to me. And things like that happen. And nowadays, we've learned to laugh them off, and we do joke about it. So if you hear us saying, it's all about you, oh, it's all about me, it's a joke because somebody said something along the line somewhere. But what did happen the other day, I just want to tell you as well, we were driving from our house, and we were going towards, where were we going? To Burscough, which is near Southport, I believe. And we were driving, and I don't know if anybody's like this if you drive, and we were driving along, and you know when people beep, especially if you live like in a city, you go, oh, what's we beeping for? It scares the life out of you if you're just casually driving, you know you've not done anything wrong. And did. And then they looked to the right, and it was somebody must have recognised us off the show from the telly, and they were waving at us. And it still to this day, still takes me by surprise, just thinking, who are they waving at? Oh, we must know them. And then we realise, oh yeah, of course, watching the show. It's a bloody crazy world, isn't it? Right, so, oh gosh, oh my gosh, I tell you what, I got such a hiccups tonight. I'm just going to give them a good shuffle for you. Okay, now the card I've got for you as well that's going to come out is the no card. So this is something that's, so normally this is a decision, but I've just been told here, okay, that this isn't a decision. This is something that's coming up, like something that's happening. So we call them an event. So something that's happening in the future, not a big party or anything, not like a concert, but there's something coming, Margaret. Do you know this also, okay, also, Margaret, applies to Pamela. Okay, so this actually, both of these cards, this single card applies to both you and Pamela at the same time. And it's exact because I can see Pamela and I can also see you, Margaret. So there's something that's coming up shortly for you, Margaret, where you need to just say no. Okay, I'm not doing that. Don't want to do it. Okay, and the same for you, Pam. They're also saying it's an event a bit further in the distance than Margaret's, but you need to also say no, okay? So that's just a weird one, isn't it? Because this doesn't happen normally. So two people in one, never normally get that. So yeah, both of them coming in saying no. So that must have been two people jumping in as well at the same time. It's very interesting. I hope that makes sense to you, Margaret. And thank you, Pamela, for your super sticker. Right, let's have a look, and thank you to Melly as well for yours. Thank you, Mel. She says, can I have a read? Of course you can. I'll come back to you in a minute, and thanks for your support as well, Mel. I'll put you on the board and on the wheel. You're visiting Bear. Well, listen, when you do go to visit Bear, let me know and I'll send you something to give to Bear. Okay? Where are we? Well, can I have a card reading? Of course you bloody can. Okay? They pulled your tooth out, Claire. It really hurts. Could I get a card? Oh my God, I hope you're okay. They mustn't have given you enough of them jab things that what they called anaesthetic. Right, Melly Pelly Poo Pie. Got a card for you. How typical is this? So tonight we've had quite a lot of double cards. Well, this is the second time we've had a double card. The last card I just read was the no card. This is also a no card. Okay, this is actually, okay, this is just coming into my mind now. Okay, this is to do with work. Okay, so I'm feeling that you're going to be asked to do. Let me just see who's telling me this as well. Okay, because this is a sister of a. Okay, so this is not your sister, Mel, but one of your mother's sister's family members. Okay, and she's just jumped in, and she said to tell her no, she's not going to do it. So it's a work-related thing, and what it is you're going to be asked to do more than you need to at work. And they're saying you don't need to. Just put your foot down, say no, because they'll take advantage of you otherwise. Okay, Mel? So they're saying this is to do with your work. So stick up for yourself and say no. I'm not doing it because I've got too much to do as it is. Okay? I'm already busy enough, so I don't need any more to do. So this is what that was. And I hope that makes sense for you, Mel. All right, my love. Let me have a look at my list. Pam would love to meet the family too. I'd love to meet you all as well. See you all on here. Love to meet you. And they pulled your tooth out, Claire, and it bloody hurts. Well, it's no good. It's no good. Hey, let's have a look. Pad says, I've been a public figure too. Fans can affect you. They can. Let's have a look. It was more when I was on the Past Hunters. And it was very, very harsh. Because what happened was, you're a person that people should be like, bro. Thank you very much. When I did the Past Hunters, we gained access into the paranormal world that way, really, and we realised very, very quickly that they all hate each other. All these different groups, they all hate each other, and that's not the way to be. And I'll tell you the truth now, they all hate each other. Most of them anyway. And then they all say we all need to do something called para-unity, which is paranormal unity. We all need to like each other, but we hate each other, okay? So they all say we should all love each other and share locations. We should do this, because what they do as well is some of them try and get exclusivity on a location. So they'll go to a business and say, your business is haunted. Can we have exclusivity to run events? So anybody else wants to hire your building has to come through us. And they convince these people to do it in some cases. And that's stupid, isn't it? Because why should you go through somebody else to hire it? It's the person who owns the building. But anyway, they all hate each other. Well, they all hate each other. And what they do is, so as a normal person watching the telly, if you think something's crap, what do? We turn over, don't we? And watch something else. But not if you're from the paranormal world. What they'll do is they'll make sure they know your show is crap, in their opinion. And they'll message you, they'll tweet you, and they'll do anything that they want to get your attention to go, you're a knobhead. Yeah, and that's what they do. And so anyway, what we learned to do over the years is ignore that now, okay, and not get involved. So you'll notice in the paranormal, we never get involved in any of it. And the amount of interview requests that come through, we just now stay away from it, because I like to, and Bex likes to have a clear mind, and we like to be positive, and we don't want negative. And in the paranormal world, there's too much negativity, and there's no such thing as para-unity, because they all hate each other and they all pretend to be para-unity together. And it's very rare that you find a group that's very, very nice. So we stay away from anything like that. And that's why we like this family here, which is the ghost family. Because, yeah, all right, people fall out in the groups and stuff like that. It's very rare. It doesn't happen all the time. But you're all one big family. And that's the way it should be. And it's all positive. So that's why I like this group. But Yeah, that's what we were talking about. The paranormal can affect you, and these things used to affect us many years ago. Hey, Uncle G. Right, Claire Pope. Can I have a card, please, love? Of course. Again, this card has come out tonight. James had it earlier. It's the Leap card. Okay. It isn't to do with work for you, Claire. Okay. This is something. It's for the. Yes. This is your hobby. Okay. And then you're becoming more interested. And I already know that you're interested in the paranormal. But this is something to do with the paranormal. But it's to leap forward. Okay. And take that risk. Okay. Now, I'm not saying quit your job, because you need to keep your job, okay? And you'll never make any money in the paranormal, so don't do it, okay? But they're saying go and enjoy this newfound fun, okay? Enjoy it, leap forward, and don't let anybody... That's probably why I was talking about this. Don't let anybody... Do you know what? Don't let them say, oh, what are you doing, you nutter? Paranormal. Don't let them do it, because as long as you're having fun, that's all that matters. So that's what this is. Just leap forward, ignore everybody else, just like we do anyway, and just have fun in the paranormal. And I think that's what that was for you. Right, I'm going to skip down the list. Are you crying at the minute because of numbness? Oh, please take some painkillers, and I hope it gets sorted very, very soon. Right, let's have a look down. Let's have a look. Right, let's have a look down the list. Let's have a look down. If you're asking for a card on Facebook mode, I'll come to you in just a sec. Thank you very much as well to Pinky for your super support, and to Margaret as well. Thank you. And to Yo-Yo on Wheels. Really do appreciate bloody all of you. I do indeed. You're the best family ever. Maud, can you have a card? Of course you can. Right. Let's have a look. Was it a health assessment you've got on Friday? Well, I think you'll be okay. I wouldn't worry too much. Always put out positive vibes. I think like 10,000 people follow my vlog, and I've been only posting once or twice a year. Imagine if I was posting almost daily. Could you imagine? Right. Let's have a look down here. Simon's in as well. Lovely to see you, Simon. Let's have a look. I'm just going to read some of the comments. Thank you, Sean. They take the piss at work, so don't mention it anymore. You'll find that a lot, Claire. All you do is just ignore it. I don't talk about it. It's harder for us because people are always interested in what we do. So they say, oh, what do you do? What do you work as? Especially if you're going to school. And for some reason, you always want to talk about it, so we try to avoid it now because we don't like it. Right. Can I just read this video here? Steph. Hi, Sean. I just paused the video. My son wanted me... Oh, bless. Just back to your video. I'm separated. He wanted to reconcile, but I'm hesitant about it as it was a very difficult marriage. Oh, well, thank you, Steph. And you know, these things are strange, aren't they? How they just come through. But I'm glad that made sense to you, that reading. All right, because yours was the ever unfolding rose, wasn't it? And it was about relationships. It was all very, very confusing. So, but with that, you need to just go with your gut instinct on it. Okay, that's what you need to do. And you know what? It won't be wrong because your gut instinct is always right, isn't it? Yeah, that's what it's there for. Right, Maud, of course you can have a card. Where are we? There we go. Oh, cat, I love you. What have you done? You've lit your candles near your signed photo of Lucifer. Share your voice. Okay, so this is the card I'm getting for you. The share your voice. So for me personally, I feel like sometimes that people can... so I have this sometimes where you're trying to talk to somebody, okay, and they over-talk a lot, okay? So you're probably the same as me on this situation where you can't get a word in edgeways sometimes, and they're saying you just need to speak up a bit more. But it's hard, and I understand that journey as well because it is hard and it's difficult. If somebody's talking at you, it's hard to get a word in. So what you need to do is come out of your shell a bit more, and maybe also just put the blinkers on and let them rabbit these, because you can be quite shy. So let people talk. And if you don't like what they're talking about, don't meet up with them again. But I'm feeling this is about coming out of your shell and becoming more confident in yourself, okay? So becoming more confident in Maud, okay? And also, I get a feeling that you should express yourself more. Because sometimes you do, but not as often as you should, okay? So that's what I'm feeling. I'm getting picked up for you. I hope that makes sense, Maud. Right, let's have a look. Down our list. You've lit your candles. Very nice, Cat. It is very complicated, isn't it? But don't worry, I've never been in that situation that you've been in there. But I just got the feeling and the presence that told me. But it's, let's have a read of it again. Separated. Isn't it? It's very difficult, right? See, it's complicated, isn't it? You'll know with your gut instinct what you need to do. You don't need anybody to tell you. And you know what people around you will try and influence you. But it's okay. Because you know what's best for you and for you. If you've got children, for your children as well. What's happening here? Sorry if I'm being negative, Sean. I don't mean to upset people. I know you're hinted towards just a minute ago. And I know you hinted towards just a minute ago. No, I wasn't talking about you, mate. No way. That's one thing I wouldn't do. I don't know what I said that made you think that. What was it we said? I don't know. No, don't worry about it. I wasn't hinting anything. I wouldn't hint anything towards you or anything like that. Just talking about experiences. Right, let's have a look here. Uncle G, what did you say? Sorry, Uncle Gaz. Put C, AC. AC instead of a K. Very nice, Pinky. I have been doing something different as I have been helping teach some of my friends. Oh, that's good, isn't it? Caverly, Scotland, about different arts and crafts. I like it. It's very nice. Hope you get okay. No problem. And thanks, Nathan, as well, for your support. I've got a hiccup. You've got a place on the board and a place on that wheel for your support because you're bloody awesome. You are indeed. Thanks so much, Sean. I don't talk about how I am feeling. This is it, you see. Just got to express yourself a bit more. And it's hard to do it, you know what I mean? Because I'm not a counsellor, but it is hard to do it. Like, for example, today, we met a lady today in Isabella's school, and she had no emotion. Yeah, she was what do they call it? The schools have changed now, haven't they, since we went? They call them mental health. What's her role? Safeguarding? Mental health safeguarding? What does that mean? I have no idea. Okay? Because I thought that was her job, but she then said there's a full-time mental health person coming in. But anyway, we went to speak to this person, not because he's got mental health issues, because that was the only person that was available to speak to. And she had no emotion inside of it. She was lovely. She answered all of the questions that we needed answering, but she had no emotion. And sometimes, I don't know if other people like to do what I do, and I like to test somebody. So she had no emotion, and I thought, she's got no emotion. Could I say something to gain a reaction from her to see if her emotional state changes? So we were talking about naughty children, and I said, well, I tend to call naughty children rats, because it's a bit harsh to say rats, isn't it? You know, those really naughty children. She said, yeah. I said, well, I call them the rats, and when you get rid of the rats out of your school, it'll be a nice school, because the school has took over, it's an academy, and it's took over a bad school, and they said within 2 years they'll have all of the naughty children out. So I said, so you'll have rid of all, like, the, as we call them, the rats out. And she didn't even flinch. And I thought, isn't it strange? She's had no emotion, but she's a mental health person. Very interesting, but very interesting to see that that's the job role she took. She's very good at it, obviously, because she's been there for years. Thanks as well, Pam. You got a place on the board and a place and a wheel as well. Mwah. By the way, Sean, that blanket, right, Margaret, is going to be the biggest blanket in Scotland. It'll reach from yours down to Carla's. It will indeed. Louise O'Connor would love a card. Of course you can. Indeed, of course you can. Let me just have a nosy at this. Oh, Simon's in as well, Simon Passant. Lovely to see you too, Simon. Oh, Sam. Nathan, did I thank you for your super sticker? Well, if it didn't, thank you so much. I can just see it there. Okay? Right, let's have a shufty of the cards. Is that what Lee calls it? A shufty? Shufty. Get my spiders out. Get my spiders out. You know what I mean? Our Craven. Our Craven live. Right, here we go. Oh, Unbound. Okay. Oh, so the Unbound card. Now, I feel for you, you know, and I think you already may know this. I think you also, into this, from a previous life, carried parts of that into this new life. So I think you were born, this is weird, okay? I think you were born again into this life. You opted to come back to this earth, because some people do, you know what I mean? I don't know, until you're up there, you wouldn't know if you were going to make that decision or not, would you? Or when I say up there, or in this dimensional space that we may pass over to, okay? Do we choose to come back, or do we choose to float around? I don't know. But I feel like you've come back, and as you've done that, you've brought some stuff with you, and you just sometimes think, you've got the word that somebody gave me yesterday, not yesterday, day before, was it's like, they called it a tism. Does a tism make sense? Where you're like, oh, I've got these little tisms and they're just winding me up, okay? Now, these tisms are winding you up because I'm just reading some of the comments on the screen at the same time. These tisms have been brought from a previous life over to this life, but the good news is they won't stay with you forever, okay? However, they've been with you for a while and you're only just starting to notice some more. So some things are getting on your nerves more than other things, okay? And I feel what's going to happen as well is if you meditate more, okay? I don't know if you already do meditate, but if you meditate more, you'll release some of the extra added stresses that have come with them. Because this is what happens when you pass over. You can bring stuff with you that you had in a previous life, and I feel like you did have a previous life, and you brought some of the stuff over with you. So if you meditate more and just clear your mind and relax, everybody needs to clear the mind and relax more, of course. But a thing like this is what you need to do to release some of those tisms. I hope that makes sense for you. Thank you, Pinky. She's lovely readings for everybody. Thank you very, very much. Sounds like the mental health worker is good at disassociating. Possibly, yeah. Properly weird, isn't it? It is weird. And you're right, Sean. I am quite shy. Thank you. Tisms. So I believe, what does N mean? She says, nope. N. Tisms. Spell like challenges. Challenges. So tisms here, like in England, I believe, like a bit like OCD things, you know, where you're like, oh, I've got to do this, got to do that. Right. Because you said you don't like negativity, but I like work in the darkness and light, bro. That's how I learn. I've been with mental health for 10 years. I've seen it all. I've been in 3 mental institutions 3 times for weeks on end, and I see things others don't. I'm like others, bro. I've seen it all. I wasn't saying anything to you about negativity. I was talking about, because your name's Paranormal, isn't it? I was talking about paranormal groups and how they hate each other. Do you know what I mean? They do. And if you go back, you'll see what I mean. Because they do. They hate each other and they all pretend they want to have this thing called para-unity, but they don't. But we have always said no negatives. So, like, if you said something negative to me, I wouldn't have highlighted it. I would have just ignored it. So I would never highlight it. We just ignore it because we move on. If you ignore it, you forget about it. If you highlight it, you remember it and it becomes an issue. So anything negative, or you know is going to be negative, just ignore it and it never becomes an issue. Or if you see it and you don't like it, read it. Like I could read it and just decide I don't want to read it, but nothing you've done has upset me. I can tell you that. Right, let's have a look. Simon says, I would like a card. Maybe your intelligence was above her pay grade. Possibly. But more issues and tissues, I say, about some people. Unbelievable. Simon de Passant. Lovely to see you, Simon. Anyway, I hope you're doing well. Right. Oh, nearly shuffled them off the bloody table. Right, here we go. Trying to, Joe, I used to be able to do that thing that magicians do where they could shuffle them up. They can't. I don't know if I could do a magic trick with these. Right, Align Your Life has come for you. Hey, Weston, Campbell Weston. Oh, here we go. Align Your Life. Okay. This isn't actually anything. So this sounds like a bad card, doesn't it? This sounds like, I've got loads to do, man. But it's not. This actually for you is quite small. And these small little changes that you need to make in your life, I feel, are only minute. And it's just little twists, okay? Because your life's okay. You're surviving, you're getting there, okay? But these things that I'm getting, as Pinky says, before you dropped the cards then. I did. These little things that you get to do are just very small tweaks that you need to be doing in your life. And it's nothing bad. It's just little tweaks. They're not actually telling me psychically or physically, anything like that. They're just giving me this feeling that small little things just need to be tweaked, and Simon will know about it. Somebody's saying that now as well. Simon will know about it already. He only needs to tweak these couple of little things in his life. For you, there's nothing massively dramatic that needs changing. It's only little tweaks. Only little tweaks. Tweaks and tweaks. Not tweets, but tweaks. Thank you. My real name is John Lord. My Facebook page is just my interests. I have a group called Paranormal Prodigies. Check it out. I'll have a look at that. Thank you very much. And have a look. I don't have Facebook now. I have a profile that literally is just there to update my other pages on Facebook. So we have the Ghost Dimension page and my own page. So my actual personal profile I don't have because they deleted the one I'd had for years. And I know people have messaged me and said, oh, you've not took my friend request. It's because I don't log into it. I literally won't waste my time anymore on Facebook because it was like maybe years and years and years of memories that they've just took away. And I thought, you know what I said to Bex actually yesterday or today, I think we were driving, I said I refuse to use it because why would I waste my time on something that they can take away so quick with no argument? I said pointless. Right, let's have a look. Where are we? Maybe my problem is I need a rabbit. You filthy, filthy bird. I know what I need to do. Kick the council to get rid of the... Oh no, the rats. They haven't ignored my block of flats, have they? Well, there you go. There you go. Bloody hell. Yes. So was it Tism reading? It was indeed. I hope that makes sense. All right. Lots of rats in Chicago. Unbelievable. Tell you. Lots of rats in Izzy's school there is. But they didn't seem to bat an eyelid when I said it. But do you know what? They're going to get rid of them anyway, which is good. And actually, it'll be a fantastic school. It will. Well, listen, that is the end of tonight's show. It has been bloody fantastic, hasn't it? And I hope you've all enjoyed it. And I know we have a small crowd when it's me giving readings because not many people like my bloody readings. But I'm glad you all enjoyed them anyway. But no, it's not that. It's because it's a school holidays. People don't come on a Monday night. And some of the people here are on holiday as well. Like bits and pieces. What's happening? Let me read some of these comments. Getting a Jack Russell. They like rat sandwiches. They do. I do readings in a spiritual growth and practice group. Decision was to stay small and wait when it's time to move forward. Exactly. And what's this one? Each day is a different kind of challenge. Yes, this is true. This is true. Not yet. Just don't go. Bloody don't go. Can I get I'll finish for tonight, but Lee will be on and Bear tomorrow. And do you know, this one thing I've stayed clear of is health. Because, and I'll tell you why, okay? And the reason I've stay clear of anything health related, and this is the God's honest truth. Many years ago, I could put up with blood and guts and those things that you watch on telly, those A&E programs, and they cut people open and stuff like that. And I know that's not your mother, okay? But when you read, okay, you get a feeling as well sometimes, which I do, certainly get a feeling. And health feelings make me feel ill, physically ill and worn. And I don't want to, and I don't like the feeling of it. So I'm trying to stay clear of them. And I would never, ever want to be the bearer of bad news or good news on a health issue. So I always stayed clear of them. But Bear will be on tomorrow, and so will Lee the day after. So if you want to ask them, I'm sure they will. They'll come up and answer it for you. Thank you, Pamela, as well, for your support again. You're fantastic, and you got a place on the board. We love you too. Thank you very much, Simon. And Cindy says, Cindy just thought you dirty bird. I bet she's got all sorts of things, ain't you? Right, let's have a last read of the comments. Oh, I just wondered about if your mother's cancer will be going away. I wouldn't want to look into it, to be honest. I'd love to say yes, but I wouldn't. I don't want to get the feeling and go through it for you. But tomorrow, if you go on with Mama Bear or Lee on Wednesday, they'll definitely give you more of an insight on it. Absolutely. Right. But on that note, I have come to the end of tonight's show. Hello, Rikon. Hi, love, she says. I will be back tomorrow at 4 o'clock with Bex for a completely different show, which would be fun and love. Kat says, I would send you a sticker if I could. Don't you worry. She's done a treatment, actually, for the cancer chemo. Oh, that's bloody brilliant. You know what I mean? I had a friend who sadly passed from cancer, and he looks completely different when he got cancer, and he blew out. And if you put the pictures side by side, you just couldn't tell it was the same person. It was very, very weird. He ballooned, so the cancer in his body made his body balloon. Very, very strange. But listen, I'm sure if you put the right... So I will give you a tip though, okay? With the universe, if you ask and say, listen, this is what I want, okay? Make this happen, okay? The universe will push you into that direction, okay? So don't worry about your mum's health. Ask the universe to make it right, okay? So like, for example, if you were driving into a car park and you want a space, say, I want a space. I need a space now. Don't get angry. Just ask. Say, please find me a space, and it'll find you a space. Okay? So what you need to do is just say to the universe, sit there, meditate if you will. Say, I'd like that to be over, so that'll be finished. Okay? We move on. And what's going to happen next with my mum is we're going to go here, or we're going to go there, and we're going to do this. So if you treat it like it's already finished and it's done, the situation, okay, then that situation will end quicker, okay? Because mind power is really, really good, okay? And if you ask out to the universe, it's very complicated to explain on here, but there's something you can watch called The Secret or read, okay? If you ask to the universe, it will provide, all right? So I hope that makes sense, right? But on that note, I will see you all tomorrow. So thank you for tuning in tonight. All right. Have a fantastic night. We'll see you all tomorrow. Pam, everybody. Pam says she does it. She asks every day. It's the best thing to do. See you all tomorrow.
Hello? Who's that? Who's there?
No way, no way.
He's behind you.
Quick, 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 quick.
I'm a paranormal investigator. I just want to communicate with you. Tell us who you are.
Why are you haunting these people?
Where did that come from?
That was over there.
Oh yeah? I feel like we're going crazy.
This is so unreal.